So it's taken us longer than we wanted to get the show on the road because we're just having a last minute panic and thinking we haven't got enough stuff. So we've dug up some alliums, we've dug up this Melina cerulean grass, some ivy just for some detailing work. We've got herbs, this is going to be for all the kind of finishing off things at the end. We even dug up some astrantias because the ones we bought we're just starting to go over a little bit. We've got some vegetables, some tomatoes, got the pots for the side of the doors. This is a checklist to us really. I'm doing succulents, the sweet corn with edibles that we're going to dot throughout the garden. So Alice has got some big pot of verbena bonariensis also dug up from my garden. My garden, best not show you that because it's in a bit of a state. So day 3, we're just on site and it's getting really busy in here. The fuchsia stand. And unfortunately, we've left Shropshire and it was glorious sunshine and absolutely beautiful. And we've returned back on site here and it's raining. And I'm in completely the wrong outfit. In fact, I've got a coat, but I didn't even bring a jumper and it's actually quite cold. But I did bring suntan lotion and a sun top. However, that was wrong. So I've got my coat though, so I'll be fine. And I'll soon warm up when I do my work. So all the gardens along here, along the long walk, I'll just take some everybody else's gardens. Everyone's hard at work. We're actually quite behind. We're quite late getting to site because we spent a long time packing up and getting more plants because we had a last minute wobble. So Alistair and Josh aren't here yet. They'll be along behind us in the van and with the trailer. And we've got Charlie joining us on site. That's a lovely one, isn't it? So everyone is completely different. That's what strikes me. Yeah, everybody else's is. We seem to have no plans on ours. Oh dear, we've got lots to do. Yep. So let's go. We're just going to start playing around with all the different plants, particularly the shrubs, just get some of the structural things going and just get a bit of a feel and making a start. It's quite daunting when it's just like a blank canvas. We are sort of following Olivia's plan, but it is just a case really of trial and error, just seeing what looks best. So we've made a little bit of a start before the boys have arrived, just putting some of the plants out, and Olivia's just working on putting some of the, what's that thyme, isn't it, the creeping thyme that we grew that from seed, and the erigeron, just so it softens the path. Just put it in the little cracks. That looks lovely. We are going to grout the path, but we'll do that afterwards. And even just by setting some of the plants in the garden, it's already softening it, isn't it, Liv? I think we were a bit panicky when we looked at everyone else's garden because everyone else is like well underway with planting, but their gardens are a completely different style, so we're not to panic, we're just to focus on what we're doing and not to look at everyone else's. Okay, so Livy's gone off to get Charlie, and the idea was that we were going to leave the plants in and then put the grout. This is what she and I thought was the best plan, but Alistair said no, I've got to get rid of the plants so that they can put the grout in without the plants in the way. He assures me that this will be fine, so I hope Olivia's not too annoyed and I hope it works out. So here goes. I have taken a photograph of where she wanted all the plants so I can put them back in again afterwards, and this grout doesn't go off very quickly, so we can still put plants in after it's gone into the cracks.
Do I spray it? Yeah, keep on brushing it.
Do you want the brush? Do you want me to brush it?
Yeah, you take it.
So my hand's a bit mucky, so I can't mic up, but look at this. This is looking lovely. Just softens the path a little bit. And just grouting it makes it look much more solid and real.
I've just picked up the 5th member of our group. This is Charlie, and he's one of my friends at uni, and he also does landscape architecture, so he's going to be very helpful when we do all the planting. Yeah, so we're going to have our lunch and then get started.
So lovely to welcome Charlie to the team, and we need all her hands we can get to get this garden planted. And both Charlie and Olivia have that artistic flair, so just making sure everything is looking the way Olivia envisaged it. And we won't be planting just yet. It's all about just placing the plants where we think they're going to look right, and then we can, move them around until Olivia's happy with it. So that's all we'll do to start with. So far. Oh, Olivia wants me, didn't help me, so hang on, I'll have to go.
Well, we'll sort that out in a minute. We'll do that in a second.
I've got some blocks, hang on.
No, the pots are in.
There's some dry soil behind.
I know.
Pots look nice. And Charlie's just been putting the rhododendron purple vine bell up the bee post.
I've done it. Is that straight?
And we didn't know how to attach it, so he's used little bits of wire just poked into some of the little holes, which works really well.
In the tray form. Every time I do it, it just falls even more. I might leave it for a bit.
Do you want to wet it a bit?
Yeah, mine's like bone dry.
Might have some miracle growing.
You're sore. That'll do wonders for your sore.
The microorganisms.
Right, so on this side, this is where the action is at. And this is Charlie and Olivia busy at work in the Woodland area, making mud pies. Show us your hands, Charlie. Olivia.
Mine aren't that bad.
Oh, right, very good. So what we're trying to do, because the root ball is obviously there for the trees, but we do want to plant right up close to the tree. So we've come up with a system where we're planting with inside the pots, which seems to be working quite well. We've got to just make sure we hide the pot very well, which is why they're making mud pies. Olivia literally is making a mud pie. And then we've got the clematis going up here, and then the planting at the back here. This is going to take a lot of work, a lot of planting. We've only got one day left, so we're going to have to be on it up and out tomorrow morning and on this. So I better get back to work. So I'm just showing you the progress so far. I'm not going to mic up because my hands are too muddy, so hopefully you can hear me. But here is the water feature now completely transformed. The water is still a bit mucky, but it will settle, we hope. So a little bit of work to do. There's a little path going down the middle, so we've still got more planting to put in there, but we wanted to make a start on this side. So the door is done, and the pathway is grouted. It's got a few little weeds and things, just self-seeded. Oh, Liv. So day 3 is over. We've got loads done. It's really starting to come together. And sorry about the plane. We're getting told to leave the site because it's coming up for 7 o'clock, and everyone else has gone home. So some people are a bit further on than us. We've done a lot of the planting. We're not too far behind, but we're getting there. So this is the Woodland sort of area, which is looking lovely. This will be west facing, so these plants will get a little bit of sunshine. I think it will look nicer once everything's in the ground. This side with this area we've still got to do quite a bit too. The archway's got the clematis. The clematis is a bit droopy, but hopefully it will pick up. And then this side is done. This side's looking good. Like this side here. And the water feature, we nearly had a bit of an accident with the water feature because I put the hose in and then forgot about it, so we nearly had a tsunami. And what we've done with the path, we've just covered it overnight just to let that grout, let that dry off if there's any rain overnight. But I think it's looking lovely. And so we're all finished, so just a quick photo just to remember where we're at for day 3. So lots more to do tomorrow, but we better get going because as I say, everybody else are going to close up soon. I'm just heading back to the car after a very exhausting day, and gosh, hasn't this come on since this morning? Oh my goodness, it's very squelchy. Lots going on in here. We're the last to leave, aren't we? So thanks very much for watching, and join us again tomorrow. Oh, it smells lovely in here.